Welcome back to our channel. I'm Jeff.
I'm Shalia.
And today we're going to talk about the Twin Flame Love List. And this is one of the most powerful tools that we can equip you with for manifesting your twin flame and identifying your twin flame as well.
Oh yeah, this is an essential piece of information to have.
Now if you don't have us to channel for you and see, okay, yeah, this is obviously your twin flame, or, you know, someone who's in their harmonious twin flame union, or knows their twin flame, or is in union to identify, hey, you know, that's, you know, I know this vibration, that's your twin flame, or not.
Right.
This will help you tremendously. This gives you scientific data provided right from the source to determine whether this person is your twin flame or not.
Right.
So this is a very simple tool, easy tool to use, and if you want to create your own love list, we highly recommend it. And you may have even done this a bit of yourself anyway if you know, have been working on some manifestation tools for yourself.
And if you're, if you want to get creative with it, I mean, you can do a collage or something, or if you have like an art journal, you can art journal like the love list. You can get creative with it if you like, or it doesn't matter. What's more important is that you identify these important pieces of your twin flame and what is it you desire to have. What you desire to have in your love life, which is who your twin is.
And not only that, but this is also a tool that you can always add to and use to improve your union.
Yeah.
And get clearer on what it is you really have with that person.
Who you really are.
So there are three major components of the love list. And if you're going to get fancy and do a collage, keep a detailed list as well.
Yeah.
So that you have the data sitting there.
Right.
And it's an ongoing list. You'll continue adding to it. Right? So the first thing that you want to do and add to your love list are all the qualities of your perfect partner. So if you're interested and desire and attracted to women, you'd write and describe the qualities of your perfect woman. She is like this. Now don't get all physical about it. If you're really interested in some physical qualities, try to get to the root of why those qualities are important to you.
Right, like for instance, you want your twin flame to be vegan. Well, okay, no offense, it's a little controlling, but you have to think about, well, what is it about veganism or vegetarianism that I'm really attracted to? What is the deeper quality of that? Oh, well, maybe it's that I desire to feel good, and that's why I have this kind of lifestyle, and I desire my twin flame to feel good as well. Choose things that like feel good.
Or maybe it's, you have a deep value of compassion for animals. That's your deep value. Now, if you meet your twin flame and they're not a vegan, and you're not going to look at your love list and be like, well, they're not vegan, so no, obviously not, right? That's not it. You want to write down compassion for animals. And if there's 5 reasons why you're vegan, compassion for animals. You really value deeper health. You really desire, all these things that are the reason for your veganism. Get to the core. Get to the root. If you can go deeper, you can go finer, write those down. Right? And this is all going to provide a hint to you.
Right.
So describe all their qualities of your perfect person.
Right.
And if you're, obviously, if you're interested in men, right? Write down the qualities of your perfect man. And then, in another area, write down all the things that you desire them to value, like we just spoke about. And you should value all these things too. You can also just write down all your values and say, I want them to value these things as well. Write down your most important ones. And then circle the things that you absolutely, no ifs, ands, or buts, must have. And hey, guess what? You might even circle the whole column. That's fine.
Identify like your top 5 values, meaning that if they do not share this value with you, it's a deal breaker.
Absolutely. Positively no.
Deal breaker.
Right?
Right.
And these will guide you deeper.
Right. And so, once again, stay focused on the inner qualities more so than the outer qualities. And, excuse me, if you're really stuck, excuse me, got some hiccups, some air.
I think we're both just really excited to share such a powerful tool.
Yeah, that too. You can use your previous relationships, especially the ones that were really bad, And because those provided a lot of information for you, a lot of data for you as to, you know, what that contrast is. And so, like, if you dated someone who is really, you know, verbally abusive, well, okay, so that's going to go on your list. Someone who is, you know, not verbally abusive.
Someone who's verbally compassionate.
Compassionate
and, kind, right?
and conscientious, you know, practices, you know, conscious communication, you know, just the opposite of that, right?
Right.
And so that, or you with someone who, you know, is basically like a little boy and just like wants you to hold his hand through life and like do stuff for him. And you can tell I had this one. You didn't want to be financially responsible, have no ambitions for life. Well, then you'd write a man who desires to make the same kind of money, you know, has the same financial desire and lifestyle that I do. Someone who is ambitious, someone who desires their life purpose and to live their life purpose. You know, like stuff like that. Find and identify your values. This is really important, guys. Really important. Okay, because what you're doing is you're also identifying who your twin flame is in your heart. Like all these qualities you're writing down, that's your twin flame. You know your twin flame because these are the things that you're attracted to because this is who you are.
Right.
This is who you're designed to be with. And, you know, when I wrote my love list, you know, I was fresh out of my false union. And I must have written like 4 pages. You know, we talk about this in one of our courses. And I knew, I was like, you know, I'm done. Like, if they don't have like a majority percentage of my values, this is just not going to work. We're just not going to align. You can't be my twin flame if you don't, you know, if you don't value your life purpose, you know, or if you don't value our desire to be a parent, a father, this is not going to work. Because this is what I want. This is what I need. I need to be a mother in this lifetime.
It's also a fast track for you to skip over the false twin flame experience.
Yes, you can.
Sit down and deeply consider these things and write down your love list.
Right.
And once you've done this, you don't necessarily need to meet up with someone who's the opposite of your twin flame.
Yeah.
It's someone you're gonna absolutely clash with in every way.
You know how I attracted my false twin flame was by what I thought I valued. I was like, God, I've done this so many times in the past, where I was like, God, I want to date an artist. I need to be someone who's creative. Well, I did. I was with like a severe manic depressive for 2 years that was practically hell to live with, and you know, the art was rather depressing. I learned a lot though, and I personally created a lot of good art. But I mean, that's my point. Like I asked and I was clear on very little, what, you know, and so that's what I attracted. And same with my false twin. I was like, oh, I just want like a hippie guy who's like, you know, all like spiritual and shit, and like, you know, is really into like alternative health and medicine and, you know, conscious. And so like I attracted someone who appeared that way, had all the physical appearance. I'm like, it's you. I can see that it's you. You know, and then like you know, we move in together and I was like, holy shit, this is a catastrophe. He's like psychotic, you know, like we do not align. Like the very first weekend we were together, we like invited a bunch of people to sleep over at our house without like ever asking me, and I was like, well, this is a deal breaker. Like I need to know who's like sleeping over at my house. And like there's no privacy where we live, and like we're really new in our relationship, you know, like stuff like that was a big deal breaker. So my point is, I don't need to get into my story, okay? You can clearly use, I delineated, you can clearly use past relationships and maybe even a current one to get very clear on what it is you value and who your twin flame is. When I met Jeff, you know, a couple months into our union, you know, we were talking online and stuff, we were online dating, I like pulled out my love list and I read it to him and I realized, oh my God, this man is like 90% of my love list. I'm not even kidding. Like out of 4 pages, there's like 3.5 pages he already had down. And the other 10% was something that he was growing into, like his life purpose. He was growing into his life purpose. Being a good father, he's growing into that. I know he's gonna be a good father, you know, but neither of us have kids, so that's okay. But I know that I can tell by how he loves himself and the choices of love that he makes. I don't have to worry about a shitty partner, you know, a shitty dad. That I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I think we're done. Damn, I wish I had this figured out before we, you know, got married, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
that's how you can use the love list to identify whether someone is your twin flame. And Shalia said it rather gently and clearly before that the reason that you desire this person is because that's your twin flame.
Right.
You desire your twin flame. And so when you write down what you desire in a partner, you're writing down the qualities of your twin flame.
Right. And so like after I read that list to Jeff, I had like this real like Twilight Zone moment where I was like, oh my gosh, maybe he's my twin flame, you know, like I thought this list was impossible. I'm not even kidding.
Same for my list.
So be very particular, by the way, like I was, and I realized, oh my god, you're like my perfect man, like maybe you're my twin flame, like how very interesting, you know. And you know, even the vision that I have for my life doesn't conflict with the vision that he has with his life. It actually marries really well together.
So that's the last piece of your love list, is you want to describe in detail your perfect vision for your perfect life.
Yeah.
And then when you meet this person who is a vast majority of your list, you say, hey, this is my vision, what's yours?
What's your vision?
And if they don't have the exact same vision, don't worry. But if their vision conflicts completely with yours,
right,
you need to either get deeper and clearer, or that's obviously not your twin flame.
Right, like
because they should work together very perfectly.
Right, the piece that Jeff had for his life vision just really expanded my own.
That's exactly.
And it complemented it. It didn't conflict in any way.
Right.
You know, I was like, oh yeah, I never thought that maybe I would also like that, or
right.
I never thought about, you know, having, you know, like a boat in my life, but sure, I could live with a boat.
Right, so your twin flames vision for their life will complement yours, will complete it, just like they will complement and complete you in that same way. Exactly. So this tool, if you're not with your twin flame, will help you to manifest them, because you're getting very clear on what you want. You're saying, yes, I choose this, and I'll have nothing else but this. And when I realize that this person that I'm interested in is not it, I can just say no to them, and then no to them, and then get all clear out of my life from that.
Right.
And then realize that I'm still interested in finding this person, but I'm unattached. And as I move forward with non-attachment and I complete all the lessons, they will appear.
Right.
And once they appear, don't flip your poop. Just relax and discover, go deeper, find out,
right,
and then commit.
Yeah.
Commit all the way. Find them all the way and commit all the way, and you'll be in harmonious union. It's really that simple.
Absolutely. This is something where you really need to open your heart to see your twin flame and not just your physical eyes. And
yep.
You know, like I never would have known Jeff was my twin flame just by looking at him.
Oh yeah, we saw each other and we're like, yeah, no, definitely not.
I was like, nah.
We knew each other for a year, and there was something weird and intriguing about her, but not what I was looking for at all.
There was nothing, because I had an idea. An image.
Prescribed image that she put up there because she was controlling what it needed to look like.
Right.
And I was controlling what she needed to look like. Well, if she values health as much as I do, she's going to be a fitness model. And she's going to be fucking ridiculously blonde and skinny. Probably, because that's what most women who have this value... Okay, I had a statistical probability of what she was supposed to be, and it wasn't it. Because my tiny little brain could not conceive of the magnificence of the woman that God had created for me.
Right, and I was looking through his profile, I'm like, where's your long dreaded hair and your yoga poses? Like,
I had the yoga poses and the long hair, but it wasn't dreaded.
It was not the same. It was not the same. It was not what I was looking for.
Very good. So you gotta have trust and faith in this process, and God and love,
but when
and manifestation.
Yeah, and so like when I opened up my heart and released the expectation of who I think my twin flame should look like on the outside, I was able to attract him and see him and realize that with my love list that I think we're twin flames, and this is really beautiful. What an unexpected surprise! Like.
Mm-hmm.
wow, you know, like obviously there was already like this synergy and this like energy and intrigue and curiosity between us. And we kept going deeper, but it wasn't until like I read that love list where I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe, like this is very interesting. Maybe he's the one, you know? It's a good way to qualify who your twin flame is. So we really highly suggest putting the power in your own hands and creating this love list and start qualifying in your life who and who is not your twin flame, because your heart knows who it is.
Right.
So we're helping you get clear and identify using your heart the energy and the qualities and the values and desires of your twin flame and your twin flame union.
Very good. Well, we hope that you create your own love list and continue to expand upon it indefinitely. And we hope you see the value in this as a tool for identification and manifestation and perfection of your union.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for joining us. If you like what you see here, click like on the video, share a comment below on what you thought of the video, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. And also check out the box below for more twin flame resources we share with you to help you into harmonious twin flame union.
Sounds good. See you guys later.
See ya.